In a world filled with sissies, snowflakes, and spineless morons, we have to provide you with our disclaimer. So here it goes. The following is for entertainment purposes only and is purely the opinion of Fallout Shelter's host, Pat Mitchell and Tino. You should not construe any information or other material as legal, tax, investment, financial, or other advice. Oh, and one more thing. If you don't have a sense of humor, then you're probably in the wrong place. Enjoy.
Hi-ho, Kermit D. Frog here. When I'm chilling in my crib on Sesame Street, there's nothing I like better than smoking a nice fatty and sipping on some Henny, listening to Fallout Shelter with my homies Trick and Tino. It's the best freaking education out there. Period. Yep, they make it easy being green. Unlike that filthy slob of an animal, Miss Piggy, who ruined my life by banging every Muppet from the south side of Sesame Street. But that's none of my business. I have a bottom bitch, Jessica Rabbit, and most importantly, my bros Trick and Tino. Life is good with Fallout Shelter. Peace out.
Well, Kermit, he's got Jessica Rabbit.
Yeah,
I'd rather have Jessica Rabbit than Miss Piggy any day. I mean, Miss Piggy, I don't mind a chubby girl from time to time, but like Jessica Rabbit, hot as fuck.
Oh, hot, smoking hot.
Yeah, I mean, I'd fuck her, and she's a cartoon. I don't care.
She could have been the first cartoon character that I actually, pleasured myself to. I think, because her boobs were humongous.
Yeah, man.
I'm a boob guy.
Funny. So, welcome everyone to Fallout Shelter episode 24.
We're laughing because we have probably we're having the most technical difficulties I think we've ever had on this episode.
Yeah, so just bear with us here. Tino's probably going to be cutting in and out. He's also going to sound like he's on speed. All of a sudden, his voice goes really fast. He said, "Oh, really?" to me like a few minutes ago, and it came out like, "Oh, really? Oh, really?"
I think Trump put a tariff on the internet, man. He's totally screwing us.
Yeah, he came through with his threats.
Dude, he put the fucking... Yeah.
Yeah,
Jeez.
man. Yeah, what do you do? So, yeah, just as a heads up, guys, in this episode, we may have some technical difficulties. Fucking deal with it. It's free, right? So, anyways.
Yeah.
So, already it's been a really good start to the week. We've had a couple really nice plays. That North American free trade agreement signing with Canada late last night really helped my swing position in Microsoft. Now, Microsoft is a really slow mover. It's not volatile at all. In fact, it's kind of one of those stocks that's how people perceive large caps and mega caps. They kind of perceive them as grinders, right? And that's why Microsoft can kind of be like that. It gapped up. It was a really nice gap up. I've been in for actually I was in an original position on last week. I took a nice dip, and that ended up being a really nice trade. I think I made about 130%, something like 130. I don't know, something along those lines. And then I got in on Thursday again, added right at the I don't want to say right at the 9 EMA, like I smoked the bottom, but that one was pretty well. I got some really nice ads right on the 9 EMA, and then we caught that gap up, and it's now on breakout. So a lot of members caught that in the room, just prepared them. Some of these daily charts, actually a lot of these daily charts right now on these market leading stocks, man, they're beautiful. They're just beautiful, man. And then that North American free trade agreement being signed with Canada last night, man, it helped everything. Markets roaring. We did have like a little bit of a pullback today, but I was kind of expecting that to happen. I didn't add into Microsoft. If you guys want to see a really good example of manipulation and shorts protecting their positions, look at Microsoft from October 1st, 2018. Amazing chart. It's just, it's beautiful.
I got into it today.
Yeah,
I took it today.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm going long on it for this week. Like you said, they got a price.
Yeah, they got
target upgrade to what,
127.
What was it?
127. Yeah.
So I think I was talking to you about it earlier today. I think I'll let it even dip down a little bit, down to probably the 9, maybe a little less, because there's some major support there at 113ish, 114ish.
Yeah.
High 113s. I might even just
shitload of support at 113.
I'll even add it to it if it dips down to that, but yeah. And if it dips below that, I'll just get out. But I'm looking forward to this one, see how it works out this week.
Yeah, I think, tomorrow there is a potential, and I did warn people that there could be a little red day. And it's something that if you join TrickTrades, I'll kind of fill you in about and my thoughts behind it. But sometimes these little red days after consolidation, a lot of people disregard those or disregard that, the play. It's almost, it's first red day. It's the whole Tim Sykes first red day. Nah, man. If it's a little red day consolidation type of day, that's when it's like, yeah. See, I want to see that. A lot of people, they get freaked out, but in swing trading is a little different, right? You sometimes you want to pull back. You can add more to your position if it's holding key support, and it's like you want that. Like you want that. That's actually kind of brings me to what's that?
No, I was going to say, you're talking about the with that trade agreement, how it affected the market this morning. And, I'm looking at the charts, and how did shorts get smoked on Tesla?
Holy shit, hey?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wow.
Everyone wants to fucking short Tesla, and the reason why they want to short Tesla is because the fundamentals. Oh, the fundamentals. Listen, motherfuckers, the fundamentals on Tesla do not matter. This is a stock that is based on hopes and dreams and changing the world. Yeah. Fundamentals do not apply to such stocks. Stop shorting it. Are there going to be short opportunities? Yes, of course there will. And I hate that when it pulls like 1 or 2 days. See, I told you. No. A real short seller, everyone wants to be a cool guy short seller, right? And it's like a true short seller wants these motherfuckers to go to zero, right? Like they're betting that the company is literally going to go to zero, right? And it's like, man, like how long have people been waiting for GE to go to zero?
Right. I know.
I mean, fuck. I mean, that one really gapped up. That would have been a nice play today, but do I short stocks? Fuck yeah, all the time, man. But to be this hardcore fucking short seller, don't like these people and their biases, man. Like to have a bias, in my opinion, is a very newbie thing. I really do believe that. You're not matured or seasoned. You can be, I guess you can be a trader that only goes long or only goes short, but to not have biases at all whatsoever, man, and here's another thing about biases I want to talk about. A lot of people say that, you can never have biases, kind of what I just said, but let me explain a little more. It's human nature, guys. It's human nature to have some level of bias. You're always going to look at something and it'll either be black or white. Always. Okay. So, or long or short in this respect. So, but you need to have trade plans for both. Okay. I always, on every one of my trade plans, I always have a long or a short. Sometimes I won't touch the short, or sometimes I won't touch the long, depending on how overextended or up to the upside or to the downside a chart may be. Like some longs I just won't touch. It's not even worth it because it can just dump out on you. It's all about risk mitigation, right? So a lot of this, and I've said this so many times throughout the history of Fallout Shelter and TrickTrades, and even before TrickTrades, there's so much just bad information out there, man. There really is. They're filling your heads full of fucking nonsense and just regurgitated shit that they heard some fucking asshole say on Twitter. A lot of that in the professional landscape, it doesn't hold up. It doesn't ring true. It's nonsense, It sounds good on paper, right? It makes some of these people sound like they know what the fuck they're doing, and it's kind of funny. Yeah. I get a chuckle out of that because it's like, oh my God, it's like, did he really just say that? Like, that's nonsense. That doesn't hold up. It's not even just a matter of opinion.
Yeah.
It's straight up just doesn't hold up.
Right. Yeah, you're absolutely 100% correct. And it just, we were talking earlier today and you were talking about, these fucking Twitter idiots out there, and tell me that story about the young gentleman that you had a run-in with today on I think it was Twitter.
No, I think it was YouTube. Now,
he was asking you a question he was questioning your, was it YouTube?
Yeah. So basically, and he did say, oh, no offense. And the whole no offense thing, he said he didn't mean to be skeptical. And I'm sure he's going to listen to this, and I'm not really harping on you too much because I know you're an extremely new trader just because of this question that you asked. You just don't get it yet, and that's fine. I mean, it's not your fault, right? I'm not going to harp on you, but I do want to kind of lead into something else with it. Okay, so the question that he asked me, he goes, I'm not trolling you, but I am skeptical. You say that you make 100% on almost every trade that you take. Why don't you just take $1 million and become a billionaire? $1 million position and become a billionaire. Well, Sonny, let me fill you in. Could I do that? Sure, I could do that. But there's such a thing called emotions. And even more importantly, there's such a thing called spreads in options and stocks. And the spreads on options can get a little funky from time to time. And I mean, I can be down thousands when I initiate a position with the position sizes I take. Never mind with $1 million position. I don't think emotionally I could handle.
Yeah, I don't know how anybody could stomach that.
No, I couldn't. No
way.
And I know it's only in my head. And you know what? By rights, I could do that, and I could make a fucking $1 million a day. I know I could. I mean, I could, but emotionally, there's no way I couldn't handle that. I would be down. Fuck.
No way. I couldn't. No way.
$100,000. Initiating a position, that's fuck, man. I couldn't handle that emotionally. Right? Maybe more. I don't know. It depends. Like, fuck, man. You can, and not to mention like slippage and shit. Like, mind you, it's so funny. A lot of people think that options are illiquid because they kind of on the options chain or on the options chart, it shows like low volume. Nah, man. Kimmy Dykes has lied to you. He says that they're illiquid. No, they're not. They may be low volume, but they're not illiquid. Those are two completely different things. And for those of you that might be going, huh, right now, they're two different things. When you look at the level 2 on an options ticker, there's so much size sitting there just waiting to be bought and sold. It's ridiculous. They are not illiquid. They are the furthest thing from being a liquid. They're more liquid than stocks in some respect. Well, maybe not, but you guys know what I'm getting at. There's a massive amount of size sitting there, and you know, if you really want to know how to trade options, man, I'm telling you that boss strategy video that I've put together, you can go ahead to TrickTrades.com. You can save 50% up until, I'll give it another month, maybe if that. I'm probably going to take that down pretty soon. But anyways, everyone that's watched it, and hundreds of people have already picked it up. And literally every single person has either written me a DM, messaged me on Twitter, or written me an email just saying, wow,
Yeah.
where has this been?
Yeah.
You know?
Well, it just comes down to simplicity, like we said before. I mean, you just break it down so easily. And you literally hold people by the hand and walk them through the strategy. It's so easy. I mean, when you break it down, it's like, why couldn't I've seen this, for what it was. I mean, it's just so simple the way you explain it. And like you said in the past, people, number one, when they hear the word options, they freak out. It's like way over my head. There's no way I'll ever understand it. And then you get these other idiots that pile on that try and teach it, that want to act smarter than they are. And they start using things they shouldn't and trying to use words and terms that you don't even need. You know what I mean?
You don't need that shit to day trade options. No, fucking way, man.
You proved it.
Yeah.
You proved it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's such a sound strategy, and it'll work in all markets. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Bull market, bear market, sideways market. Yeah. Fuck, I take trades when a stock is completely consolidating on a daily chart, and I still make 100%. It's like, it's like candy from a baby. It's fucking ridiculous. It really is. It's been life-changing. I did extremely well before this, but now it's next level shit. It's next level shit.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I will never have to even think about money again the rest of my days. I won't ever have to think about money. It will be a non-thought. It is a non-thought now.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, and I know I've told this story before with me eating fucking one box of Kraft Dinner for my only meal between me and Chrissy, so half a box. That seemed so fucking far away, man. It seemed so far away. I knew I could do it, and I knew I would be successful, but I didn't think it would be like this, which is going to lead into my next little topic here. So I got hit up by a member, and he's new. He's a new member to TrickTrades. He literally just started. He just started that day. And I'm not going to name him because I think he's just really new. He's like a total green trader. He's caught up with social media and stuff like that. And that's why he's here at TrickTrades, because he doesn't want anything to do with that shit. He doesn't want to be lied to. He does sense that there's a lot of bullshit out there. We kind of opened up his eyes, and so he hit me up and he asked me about a service or somebody, and said, the P&Ls are pretty, that they post are pretty enticing. I'm like, so I kind of freaked out on him. I kind of got pissed off. I'm like, what the fuck does their P&L have to do with your success? Nothing. Zilch. Nada. Nothing. It's like a lot of these new traders are, and I also told him, it's like, dude, like after he hit me back up, he's like, yeah, sorry, man, I get it. And I'm like, but do you get it? Do you really get it? That you're getting roped into their bullshit. Why do you think they're posting that shit? It does nothing for them. It's not an accountability issue. A lot of people say, oh, they do it for accountability. No, they don't. After you reach a certain level, you don't need to do shit like that, guys. So like, why are you buying their bullshit? When they post wins of 40 or 100K, who gives a shit? Do you know who the fuck you're learning from? Do you got any idea?
Yeah.
There's a lot of fucking monstrous motherfuckers out there that don't post their P&L. They don't subscribe to that bullshit of Timmy Dykes wanting to sell Profitly subscriptions and the whole transparency bullshit. Because that's all it is, guys. I hate to fucking tell you. I hate to help wake you up, but that's what it is. It's nonsense. What the fuck does my What the fuck does my P&L have to do with your success as a trader? Nothing. If I show you how to trade and how to put on and take off a trade properly, and you execute said trade perfectly, then I've done my job. I don't give a fuck about the P&L. I don't care if you made $5 or $100,000. Good fucking job, man. That's all I care about. You know? And a lot of you guys out there that are all enthralled with a person's P&L, cut that shit out, man. I'm so sick of it. It's such nonsense. I've never once throughout my entire career have I ever given a shit about somebody's P&L. I don't care. The fuck do I care for? You know? It's nothing but a bunch of chest pounding, look at me bullshit. That's all it is, because it doesn't have anything to do with being transparent or any of that, right? Oh, but they show their bad trades too. Yeah, well, you kind of have to, right?
Yeah, and that brings me to my other point that we were talking about today is, when they show their losses, sometimes they're such big losses that it's such a disrespect to money in general, because sometimes these people's losses are more than people make in a year. These people work hard, they struggle, and they try and make a good living. And here are these guys showing that they lost a yearly salary.
Yeah, and they make it out.
Now, why? It's I just never could understand why they would want to do that.
No, and they make it out to be like it's it's all relative to account size. Hey, I know what I trade with, and I know the money that I make, and I do not take losses like that, guys. I don't. I'm a badass when it comes to risk management. I do not fight shit. Nobody can touch me with my risk management. No fucking way. I will put that rate set in stone. I will chisel that motherfucker in a big piece of granite. Nobody can. I don't take big losses like that, guys. And like I said, a lot of the people that you guys are following are, you may think that they're going to be around 5 and 10 years from now. They are so just one trade away. You know how we say you're only one trade away? Yeah, they're only one trade away from disaster. They are.
Yeah.
They are. Look at them blowing up on dries a couple years ago. Right?
Right.
Yeah. Like, fuck, man. That's all it's going to take is some other runner and a lot of them fucking have blown up on TLRY and taken huge losses. It's like, you guys don't even fucking trade that shit. It's not a penny stock. It's like, what are you even trading it for? Because it's up? Because it's up lots. That's their whole thing. Because it's up lots. Like, holy fuck, man. Get a grip.
I know, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It really is. And it's funny because I got hit up by a member. He's been in the room for 2 or 3 weeks now. And he was in a chat room, and I'm not going to name him because he said he didn't want any backlash for it. Sorry, it might get a little loud in the house right now. Chrissy just came home, and dogs are going to go nuts. But he hit me up, and like I said, he was in a certain room, new room, and he was saying that they like to go on about their education and this and that. And he says the education was all right, but nothing holds a candle to TrickTrades. I could show you the DM. I could show you, Yeah, man, it's whole next level shit here, guys. It really is. It really is, and I can't wait till the word spreads. I mean, we're doing things here at TrickTrades that nobody's doing. And not just saying we're doing things that nobody's doing. Like we really are. Yeah. We've got something coming up right now called Shotgun. You guys are going to freak. It's as soon as I do it, mark my words. Everybody's going to do it. Hey, Tino?
Yeah, you probably shouldn't even said that word. Now you're
Yeah.
going to see it pop up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People
Exactly.
have been copying us left and right, man. It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
But, you know, like I said, we're the, you know, I don't even know how to explain it, but we just keep our heads down. We keep going forward and we put out great content. You're the best mentor out there and people know it. And,
Yeah.
you know, we're silent but deadly, just
Yeah.
just like big farts. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We're basically a big old fart. You shithead.
I know.
But, you know, and that kind of leads me to
As soon as I said that, I just started laughing.
Tino.
Oh, whatever.
You Greek son of a bitch. So that kind of leads me into my next thing. So I think
silent but deadly. Yeah.
You know, on Tino's silent but deadly note, you know, from this point forward, and I know I have said this before, but man, the way social media is going, I really don't want to be a part of that whole fucking bash scene anymore because it's just ridiculous. I just don't care anymore. You guys know my thoughts on these fakes and frauds and phonies, and I think I've helped. We've helped help you guys point those guys out. So I just don't care anymore. I'm so over it, you know.
Yeah.
Even if something like really big happens, I don't know, I might mention it in the podcast because this is our forum to vent. But for the most part, I just don't give a shit. It's, you know, TrickTrades is about education. That's what we're famous for. Nobody can touch our education. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. I know the shit that's out there. I know what's out there. And it's nothing new. It's regurgitated shit. And a lot of it is copied from us. And I don't give a fuck what they say either, man. Because I know the chain of events. I know the chain of events. And we were first. Our shit's time-stamped. We know. We know what's up. Yeah. And the ones in the room, they know because they hear us come up, me and as well as others, come up with these ideas. And they know who's first, right? And then I talk about it on the Fallout Shelter podcast or on another forum. And all of a sudden they're doing it. And it's just like, good God, you know?
Yeah. Well, you know, we let the education speak for itself. We don't even have to say anything. And people realize that when they get here, their eyes are wide open when they get here and they just can't believe it. And they wish they got here sooner.
Yeah.
So we just let the education speak for itself. We don't have to say anything.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And, I mean, we know what we put out.
It's like, yeah, absolutely. And I mean, you got a proven track record.
Yeah.
And we're like we say on the website, we want to breed the most successful traders on the planet, and that's what we're doing. And people can attest to that. All the numbers can say it.
Yeah. And that's absolutely no bullshit. It's literally on average, it is. And I can say that. I can say that. On average, it's 2 to 3 months to turn your ass around.
Yeah.
2 to 3 months, man. Nobody can say that. I'm telling you, nobody can. Nobody can. It is. It's 2 to 3 months. I've seen the trade tracking and the P&L progression charts. I've seen them. And on average, 2 to 3 months to turn you around. That's what it will take. If you can commit 2 to 3 months to me, you're in. You're good to go. I will give you consistency. I will give you consistency. But you need to commit to me, man. You have to. You can't be halfway in some other room getting fucking bullshit info, and you got to commit to TrickTrades. If you can do that, I will make you a consistent trader. I will. There's not a doubt in my mind. I've done it time and time and time and time again.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm fucking ecstatic. I couldn't be happier. This is what I set out to do, and I'm doing it. I'm living my dream, man. I love helping people.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Love helping people.
Yeah.
You know? And if you can deal with a little bit of swearing, deal with it. Because that freedom will trump that any day of the week. You know? And if you're worried about swearing, then fucking don't come here. Like you're just not the type of person I want around because you're focused on the wrong shit.
If you think we're bad, you should hear the members.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're just not a stuffy room, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there's people. It's it's a little bit past dinner time on Monday, and you could see it Monday through Sunday. They're in the room right now. I mean, they're chatting up a storm, man. I mean, I actually can't believe that there's rooms out there that close down after the market closes. I think that's crazy. Where are these people going to learn and bounce ideas off each other? Where is your sense of community? You know,
there is none.
No, like man, like any it's a 24/7.
You pay that much money.
What's that?
No, I'm just saying, you pay that much money and then you can't even use it half the day.
Yeah, exactly. That's
ridiculous.
Crazy. It is ridiculous. It's totally ridiculous. Yeah, pretty wild. But yeah, man, I mean, we got we got a killer week coming up. It's October, so right now I want to kind of, because I do have some YouTube videos out there about what could potentially happen the second week of October, second week of October. And I do want to talk about it. Okay. Now, the market's basically, it's not at all-time highs, but it's ripping. Like, the market's doing incredible, right? So, and I said that this was it could be the beginning of a bear market. We all saw that volatility and it went parabolic. And once stocks or markets go parabolic, that's when they pull back. It seems to have regained its ground, but I'll tell you what, man, if you look at the SPY, now I usually use the SPY to track markets. That's kind of what I use, the S&P 500. And it's so extended from the original trend line that, man, like, ooh, it's a little freaky, guys. And there's a lot of experts, and I know I use that term kind of loosely because a lot of these fucking experts that go to school for years to become market guys, they're kind of fucking shitheads. They really don't know their ass from a hole in the ground. Like, have you guys ever noticed that you'll see you don't know why the market is gapping up or gapping down? Like, it's just, there's no real news, but it's like it's gapped down quite a bit. And then it's like CNBC or one of these places put out, they say, well, the market's angry because of increased spending in Italy or some shit like that. And it's like, nah, it's not. It was a technical setup, Yeah. It's funny because I don't think a lot of you guys realize, do you realize that technical analysis is still looked at as voodoo to basically the mainstream market world? Technical analysis is looked at as voodoo and it does not work. That's crazy. I just prove that day in and day out.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, all a chart is it's just a picture of emotion, and that's what we base technical indicators off of, emotion,
Yeah, like
and you're dealing with money, like
yeah. Well, it's just emotion.
Emotion. Yeah, that's it.
Put to paper or a computer screen. Right. Like, that's what it is. And I think that there's a lot of people that don't necessarily realize that they think it's, it's a stock ticker. It's price. No, that's a level to it, but that's not what it is. It's at its most base point, stripped back rawness. It's emotion. That's all this shit is. And once you guys realize that, you'll start looking at, charts in a very different way. There's a reason why these bounce off certain areas. It's not just because there's support there. It's not just because there's support or resistance. It has a lot to do with psychology and emotion.
Right.
All of my setups are technical setups, but the reason why my setups work a lot better than most is because it has that psychological aspect to it. That's why they work. And I explain why they work, which in turn gives you confidence in your trade. You know?
Yeah.
Like I just can't stress enough the education, the level of education and market knowledge that you'll get. Now, it's not market knowledge in the respect of, I don't know, like the bond yield average, blah, 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 blah. No, none of that shit. That shit to me does not matter. That does not have any bearing on how I put on or take off a trade. You know, a lot of that is, I don't want to say it's nonsense because it's obviously not nonsense. That's not what I'm getting at. But it as a day trader, nah, it's got nothing to do with anything as far as I'm concerned. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, look at NVIDIA, you know, I think that's a perfect example of emotion going on right now because it's shooting up, right? It's getting close. Well, it's past all-time highs. And where's the next? Yeah. It's shooting ropes, man, all over. You know, where's it magnet to?
300.
300. Why? Now, yeah, is it a technical number? Yeah, but what's going to happen when it gets to 300? Emotion's going to set in, and people are going to be like, it's 300. It's going to go down. Why? Because everybody just feels like it's going to go down. I mean, why else? You know?
Yeah. Yeah, I gave one of the members shit because he held an overnight short on NVIDIA. And I don't know why he would do that. Relatively new member, so we'll whip him into shape yet. But to hold NVIDIA short overnight right now is crazy. It's only it's 11 points away from 300. It will most likely go to 300 or very fucking close, like within a point, right?
Yeah, 10 12 points on NVIDIA is nothing in a day.
No,
nothing.
that's not total blink of an eye. Yeah, that's nothing. Yeah. That's like working to first coffee. It's like we're working to first coffee break. It's like, I'll go 11 points. No problem. No problem, boss. You know?
Right. Yeah.
But, you know, a lot of people just want to short shit because it's up, right? And overnight holds, and man, overnight holds, unless you have a lot of distance and the setup is really sound, don't take it. Don't ever put on a trade just to put on a trade. Don't ever do that. You're going to get your ass handed to you, you know, and it's also the reason why you keep losing. You know, I hear that all the time. Oh, it's like, you know, I keep losing. I don't get it. Well, don't be a shithead. Why are you shorting that? Or why are you going long on that? You know?
Yeah. Right.
It's like going long on TLRY at 300. Well, look at it rip. Yeah, and then it fucking crash. Well, of course it's going to crash, man.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the setup. That was the play, and that's not hindsight. You got to wait for these things to go parabolic. On TLRY, I only took a couple trades. They were all winners, and it was all on that day. You know, I missed the very top, and it's funny because I would have smoked that 300. I would have hit that right dead nuts, right on the top. But I was out of the office, but I did take it after that first halt where it pounced back up. Yeah, it was a nice trade, and you know what?
Yeah,
one and done, man. You know, a lot of guys did some real big damage to their accounts on the way up, right? Trying to fight something. Right. And they don't tell you that. They just post these big, stupid P&Ls on it from, you know, when they finally hit it. Well, what about the past month with you fighting it? You fought it at 100, you fought it at 150, you fought it at 200, you fought it at 250. All right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's kind of ridiculous. But yeah, I mean, NVIDIA, I mean, this market it's incredible right now. And that's actually another thing I wanted to talk about. You know what? You fucking guys out there that are constantly chasing the flavor of the day, why? Look at Apple, look at Microsoft, look at NVIDIA, look at, man, all of these Facebook, past 2 days, TrickTrades shorted it back, man. All fucking day, just like rode these both, man, members and moderators. I mean, Amazon. I mean, these are the charts
and
you
what,
guys
NVIDIA
should
has
be
what?
playing.
Yeah.
You know, NVIDIA is going nuts. It's going to magnet to 300. These stocks are easy, guys. I got hit up on a guy on Twitter. He's a member of another room, a small cap room. And we talk from time to time, this guy. He seems like a really good kid. I like him. He's going to be coming over to TrickTrades very, very shortly. He's just waiting for his subscription to run out at the room that he's in, and then he's going to come in. Anyways, man, I wish I was a little more prepared to actually read the what he wrote me, but it's kind of funny. He goes. Yeah, here we go. Watching a bunch of your YouTube video, man, these higher price stocks are so clean. They move so nicely. I look at these small cap charts now, and they have so much whipsaw and emotion. It's so obvious it's a bunch of retail guys trading it because it moves like a child throwing a temper tantrum. Opportunity there. But the higher price stuff is cleaner, more liquid, more opportunity to become a bigger trader. Small cap trading has a clear ceiling because of liquidity and all of that. Fuck, Trick. Why didn't you force me to trade this shit earlier? Laughing my ass off.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
Once you see the light, guys, man, you'll never look back. You will never look back. You won't. Because it's for all the reasons that this fellow just said. And it's funny because before that, there are a couple other messages where he's like, man, why haven't I been paying attention to you? He's frustrated with himself. He's genuinely frustrated with himself that he hasn't come to TrickTrades sooner. Because everyone wants to be a small cap trader because that's where the cool guys hang, right? And I'm not saying you can't be successful in small caps, because you can. That's not what I'm saying. There are successful small cap traders. I'm just saying that as a new trader, come learn how to trade stocks properly first. And then if you decide and you, for some reason, can't see the light, and I highly doubt that would happen, but if you can't see the light, then sure, fill your boots. But at least you got trained properly on proper stocks.
Yeah. And, going back to, that guy you're talking about there, he talks about these small caps and, the whole minute as well, they don't have such a big float. So, you can make more money on it. Well, right now you're set up in Microsoft to have one of the biggest paydays probably in a long time for you. Yeah. And Microsoft has a float of 7.6 billion.
Yeah, exactly.
Of 7.6 billion.
Yeah.
And yet,
this should be,
you are set up to make probably a lot of money.
Yeah, this could very well be six figures.
Yeah, with a float of 7.6 billion.
Yeah, so, and it's a slow mover. It's like it's not even a fast mover.
Don't be afraid of the float.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens with Microsoft, but I am expecting it. If it goes in the neighborhood of my price target of 118, it's going to be huge. It's going to be huge.
Yeah.
You're
going to buy me something.
You're going to buy me something. Yeah, this fucking
something sexy, hopefully.
Yeah.
Something sexy and something.
A big, like, star-studded, double-ended suction cup black dildo. Gas-powered.
Oh, man. Just something a little lacy. You know what I mean? Something, I don't know. Uh,
You know, this fucker Tino, hey? So I was going to come in. I was going to fly into Rochester this weekend, and I was going to take him out for dinner. I was going to go surprise him. Fucking prick has his niece's wedding. Prick.
yeah. Yep. I'm ordained, man. I've got to do the ceremony.
I know. Yeah, Tino's going to marry
Crazy.
Chrissy and I.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Yeah, that's going to be fun.
Yeah, the load is going to marry me. The load is going to marry me. That did not sound right at all. Niche. Niche.
Symbol.
That's so funny, that sibilance thing. I thought it was syphilis.
Yeah.
'Cause I mean, when I watch that, do you guys know the Saturday Night Live episode with Tom Hanks, and he's a roadie for Aerosmith, where he comes and does the mic check, and he's like, test one, test one, check, sibilance. He goes like that, but I thought it was like, check one, check, syphilis.
That's what I thought it was.
I know, man. That's so funny, man. That's so funny. I mean, I would have been, I don't even know, like 8 years old, 9, no, maybe a little bit older.
Oh, gosh.
Shit, I don't know, man. Yeah, I'm not sure. That's so funny. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, just YouTube it. Put Tom Hanks, Aerosmith roadie, Saturday Night Live. It's something awesome. It'll pop up. Yeah, it's hilarious, man.
Yeah. Yeah, so
syphilis.
Yeah, that would have been cool if you would have flown in, man. That would have been a good time.
Yeah. Yeah, would have been, but you're a prick.
Yeah, but hey, I gotta take care of business, you know?
Yeah. You gotta go be a priest.
So fucking be an ordained minister. I don't even know if I'm a minister. I don't know if my title is minister. I don't know. All I did is I know I paid $50 and got online and I got ordained. And you know what? What's so funny is I called the county clerk's office and I said, hey, you know, I'm supposed to do this wedding and I'm supposedly ordained. Is this cool? And they're like, oh yeah. Yeah.
So it's like, it's pretty
county
funny.
Clerk office said, yeah, you're all set. I'm like,
so is this legit? Like, you're telling me this is legit? Like, you're like, all confused. Like, doesn't sound sketchy at all, eh?
It's just so crazy, man, how the world works sometimes, you know?
Yeah.
No, you got to see the diploma I got. It's like from the World Church of something. I got like a little badge. You know?
Badge.
You know who else is ordained is Conan O'Brien.
Is he?
Yeah. He did the same thing. He did it through the same place I did it.
Oh, really? That's hilarious. That's so funny. Yeah. I can't wait until you run our service. That's gonna be so funny.
Oh man,
I'm stoked. It's gonna happen too. You think I'm joking? I'm not. We're not.
I don't know how I'm gonna stop myself. I don't know how I'm gonna stop myself from just punching you right in the face before you say
in the middle of the service. Just like kick me square in the nuts.
Oh man. Yeah.
Too funny, man.
Yeah. Good
times. But yeah, you know, I think, you know, definitely keep watching these charts, guys. If you haven't got involved with Microsoft yet, I mean, this is not a recommendation. This is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Yeah. But I do like Microsoft. I do like Microsoft. I do think by the end of the week, this should go to 118. It could go more. It just got a price target a price target raise of 127. I mean, sometimes these price target raises, they can take a long time. It also depends. I don't know who issued it. I just saw that it was raised. So I'm going to do a little more digging into that. But you know, it's still positive. Yeah, it looks really good. I mean, NVIDIA should dip down a little bit tomorrow. I would watch somewhere in the neighborhood of the 285.50. That might be a little bit much of a dip, but I would watch that area. Definitely watch that area. also, it's so hard to fucking say. It's right around that area, 288, 285. Watch those areas, man, because if that holds, because I think it's going to come up and test that 300. I do think it's going to test that 300.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know, Apple really ripped up today. I mean, everything ripped up. It did pull back, but who gives a shit? I mean, I took MU this morning. I took that as it was just kind of before the opening range breakout, decided to take a stab. Did? Yeah, it was a really nice trade. And it popped up, then it pulled back, put in a double bottom. I added, and then it put in a higher low, and then I added again, and then it ripped up. Caught a really nice trade on that. Took off 3/4 of the position right around the top, in the top-ish area, and then held the rest for break even. I got stopped out on the rest, but hell of a trade, really nice trade. Yeah. The rest of the day, it traded like a total fucking dog, though. Like total dog. I took a late afternoon trade on it when it finally broke trend, because I was looking for a trade from that, and I actually I hit the literal bottom on it because it put in a little tiny double bottom, and it was right around the 3 p.m. mark. So I was like, okay, it'll probably retrace into the VWAP. No, it didn't have the nuts, so stopped out on that. Basically a scratch on that one, because I always pay myself on the first pop to always cover commissions, and then to cover me if it comes back down to break even. So yeah, it stopped me out. But yeah, MU, really nice trade in the morning, and then Microsoft still in it, and I'll hold that the rest of the week. I might hold it for a while. I don't know. But once Microsoft goes on breakout, it usually goes for like 3, 4, 5 days straight. There's small days, but for a swing trade, that's what you want. You don't want a super volatile trade to be in on a swing trade, you know?
Right.
Like that's just trying to shoot for the stars. You just want a nice steady climb up.
Yeah.
You just want money in the bank, man. That's what this shit's about.
Yeah.
You know,
I got my eyes on a sleeper.
Oh yeah, that's right too. Yeah. What's that again?
I'm watching ATVI Activision. They just cracked all-time highs today, and they closed below it. But this is the reason that I'm looking at it. Daily chart looks good.
Yep.
They're the makers of Call of Duty. Well, Call of Duty is being released on October 12th. And whenever they release those things, it's crazy.
Yeah.
They do stupid numbers because there's so many nerds out there. Sorry to all of you nerds out there, but you know what? I don't know. I'm looking at this. I'm thinking it might just go nuts. Like it already cracked all-time.
Yeah, and it's the way that it cracked all-time highs
so
too.
It's probably going to take. Yeah,
it's the way that it cracked. Like it came up. It tested previous highs. It pulled back on a sharp day on profit taking because it had a big pop up. Yeah, I like this chart. Just dissecting this chart from a psychological standpoint, it looks real. It does look good. It does look good. Yeah.
Yeah.
We could have one more red day tomorrow. We could.
Yeah.
We could.
Right.
And then from that 82 area, she could run up into October 12th. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I like it. Looks good. Nice volume in it too. Roughly 6 million shares traded on the day every day. Plus it usually goes a little bit more, but on average, ATVI, that looks pretty good. Not an overly expensive stock. I mean, it's $83 a share. That may sound expensive to you guys, but it's not,
Yeah. What else I look at a lot, and I think it just gets nobody. I don't know if nobody pays attention to it. It's not really talked about. Is Adobe? Man, if you look at the daily chart on Adobe,
ADBE. Yep, I know.
Holy shit!
It's so nice,
beautiful, man.
Yeah,
and it's about to crack all-time highs again.
Yeah. I see that, dude. Yeah, I see that. Actually, tomorrow ADBE looks pretty good. If we can get a little bit of a dip in the morning and just hold this like 274-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah, 274 area. If that holds, take that fucker long because it'll probably pop through all-time highs. And it might not, because it's kind of getting extended at that point, like if it does. So it'd probably have a red day next. But after that, I bet you she mags to 300. Like, and it's a real clean trader on the intraday too.
Yeah.
I don't trade it very often, but yeah, man, it really loves to pull to that VWAP. It's really nice. I've looked at it lots. I just don't trade it very often. I've only traded it, I don't know, a small handful of times, and I don't know why I don't trade it more. Weird, eh? Yeah. ADBE looks really good. Yeah. Yep. I mean, there's so many badass charts going on right now. Like, it's ridiculous. Sono's starting to come back up. It did reject, but definitely worth a watch. But yeah, I mean, there's so many trades and so many plays and so many different types of tickers that we play. I mainly trade the market leaders, right? I've got a small basket of stocks that I pretty well trade each and every day because I know them like the back of my hand. And why wouldn't you want free money, right? And, then there's also, there's the scanner plays, other plays that we see on the Rangers and Gappers that we call out. Like, man, like there's so many awesome sets of eyes in the room. When you go to some rooms and, it's so noisy in the respective. You got people calling out a million tickers and they don't know what the fuck they're looking at. And it's just like, what are you talking about? Like, it's just overload. It's not like that here. My members have been trained properly, so they know exactly what they're looking for. That's the beautiful thing of proper education. You're properly educated. Everyone can benefit from it. You know?
Right.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
It's great, man. You can just learn so much just from what the members post. Awesome.
Yeah. We've got some real badass members, man. We really do.
And not only that, what else is great? What's great, man? Though when you have those days where there's just nothing going on, man, I'm telling you, those scanner.
Oh, I know.
Plays, holy shit, those are awesome. Because you have them on screen share all day long.
Yeah.
And it's such a great thing to keep your eyes on, man, because when the market's tanking or the market's just ripping, those scanners are dead nuts on a lot of the calls they put out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Man,
we had a new member, Leandro. He came in and he made some really good money off one of the scanner plays today, and he was blown away. He's like, holy shit. Because a lot of people, like in other rooms, they have scanners that are up, but they're just noise. They're nonsense. These scanners that people have.
Yeah.
They're like, if you were to pick one at random, most likely it's going to be a loser. But with these, and this is no bullshit, you could pick one at random and it'll probably be a winner.
Yeah,
they're
totally.
That dialed
100%.
in. They're the Savage Scan scanners up on screen share for everyone to see. Yeah, they're fucking nice, man.
You can actually take a day where I'm just going to play the scans, and you can.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. If you want to just, I don't know, even spice it up a bit, if that's your thing. I mean, you could take a bunch of fucking scanner plays and just one day of scanner plays, and you would make your nut. They're that solid. Sure. Yeah, they're fucking awesome. Yeah, I love them. Yeah. Because I'm the first to say, like, I hate scanners. I hate them. Not these ones, though, man. They're different. They're so different, man. They're so different. Because I've got old YouTube videos where I bust balls about scanners.
Yeah.
Because they're generally bullshit. But until I met Kelvo, man, no way, man. Kelvo's a fucking genius when it comes to fucking scanner build.
I think he's one of those savants, man, that just has a...
Yeah. No, he does. He has it.
Something built into... He's just wired that way. Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Totally. Yeah.
And then they've been back tested for months and months, and they go through a rigorous training period before he even puts out a scan.
Yeah, before he
rigorous, man.
Yeah, it's got to be perfect. It's got to be hitting at least 80% success.
Yeah.
Yes, guys, I just said that. It's got to hit 80% success over a course of about 4 to 6 months. So it's a big,
Yeah.
large test pool. It's a properly tested scanner. 80%, guys. I'm telling you, that's the fucking truth.
Yeah.
You know, it's amazing. Yeah. Yeah. The guy, see, and that's what I hate when you get these fucking trolls and they come out and they say, oh yeah, I can build that scanner in like 2 minutes. I could build your VWAP scanner in like 2 minutes. No, you can't. No, you can't. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about, you fucking noob. You don't know what you're talking about. You think it's just some VWAP retrace scanner. It's not. There are so many moving parts to this scanner. It'll make your head spin on the back end of it.
Yeah.
There are so many moving parts and pieces to it. You guys have no fucking idea. So for all the trolls out there, you don't know what you're talking about. Or, you know, you see these guys, oh, yeah, you're charging X amount for scanners. Yeah, because these fucking things will make you money. They're not going to be free. Fuck that, man. Fuck that.
Right.
You know? Yeah, they're amazing. They'll blow your dick off.
Why do you always got to bring that? Why do you always got to bring dick into the works, man?
I don't know. I like dick. I kind of like dick. It's so funny because there's a delay from what I say to when you hear it.
Oh,
So it sounds like a total fake laugh. It's almost like a nervous laugh because it's silent for like 1 second and then you hear you laughing. It's like
this is a crazy episode, man. I mean, if you could just hear what I'm hearing on my end, and I'm trying to piece it all together. Yeah, it's a nightmare. So.
I can imagine. So maybe we'll do the world a favor and wrap this shit up then. It's totally delayed, isn't it? There it is. Okay. We're gonna.
Let's put. We got to end this, man.
Okay, let's end the madness. Let's niche. Okay, let's fucking put it to bed. Okay, guys, thanks for tuning in to episode 24. Thanks, Tino.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah. All right, guys, rock on. Hopefully, you guys learned something. Hopefully, you enjoyed it, and we're gonna continue to do these. So, rock on. Adios, folks.
Later, guys.